statement.
Yep. First off, great crowd tonight. Really appreciate the students. Students were great. The crowd was great. So they gave us a great lift, and they've been obviously great all year long. I thought we did two teams that are really good defensively. I thought we defended well. It's just you can't have 18 turnovers, and I've said this in our process of trying to rebuild the program to get where we want to get to. I've used two teams that we want to emulate, and that's Virginia and Notre Dame, and I've said that publicly multiple times. One way to do that is getting old and staying old. Well, that's just going to happen through time. There's no magic wand on that. That's got to happen through, through the process of recruiting, multiple recruiting classes, and that's just going to take some time. The other two areas that we've got to be near perfect at, which those two other programs that I mentioned, is you've got to take care of the basketball, not turn the ball over, and make free throws. And we've been much better at taking care of the ball, but like tonight you have 18 turnovers. Can't do that, and they have 9. So, if we cut that in half, and get a couple extra shot attempts, who knows where the game goes. I mean, they had 16 points off of our turnovers. So those are two areas, and then we missed free throws. We were 64% from the free throw line today. So those are things that we've got to get better at. And I've been preaching it, emphasizing it, reinforcing it. And, we're playing with a lot of youth, obviously, and with Jose playing the minutes he's playing at his, as a freshman. So there's just going to be time and continuing to get better at that. We just can't turn the ball over. But, we defended. We had a great first half defensively besides that last play, the 4-point play. Otherwise, we really guarded. And you got to give Virginia credit. They're a really good basketball team, a very good basketball team. So, but we'll bounce back. It's the ACC. It's the best league in the country. It's a grueling schedule. We play North Carolina Saturday, so we got to be ready for that. And we will continue to improve and get better and compete and ready to go at it on Saturday.
It seemed like the real game changer was the foul, AD's foul before the half, giving up the 4-point play.
AD's, he didn't play as well today. I love him dearly, and I was yelling at him at the do not help off the ball side, and because at that last half, that last play we were up,
down four.
Yeah, we were down 4. Virginia was up 4, and I just said no threes going into halftime. And so, because I knew it was their ball, it was going to be their ball to start the second half. And I just told AD, because he was guarding the Hunter kid, and I said, don't help off the ball side. The guy drove it. AD helped, and he kicked it to him for a 3, and then he recovered. But that happens. AD has come a long way. I love the young man, and it was a tough game for him today, but he's going to continue to get better. We really need Ben. And he's been better defensively for us. I think he had 6 blocks today, but we've got to get more out of him offensively. And I told Ben, I said, whatever it is, you got to snap out of it. It's between the ears. You got to get it. Whatever you got to do, we got to get you going offensively. And God bless him. He's just a phenomenal young man. He's a true mechanical engineer here. But we got to have him score. I told him I don't care if he takes 30 shots. He's got to score the ball. We don't have a lot of other options when he's not scoring, and especially with Josh Okogie when he's not scoring. It makes it hard. But everything we do, both ends of the floor, revolve around Ben Lammers. And if Ben's not scoring, it becomes really difficult. And we're trying to get him in, we've got him in the post, we got him on the perimeter. He's got to score the ball for us. It's very, very important.
The turnovers, some of them seemed unforced. Is it just that's not what they do to you, or did you actually feel like?
No, I felt some of our turnovers were unforced. I mean, they were just like there was that one where Ben just threw it to the other team.
Right.
The color jerseys were blue and gold, so and so I don't know who he was throwing it to. And we had that one where we had a fast break, and
right.
The guy just took it from Jose. We had a couple others where, we had a few of just Ben. Ben had 5 of them, and then Josh had 3 where they were really unforced. But you got to give Virginia credit. I mean, they're. Coach Bennett and his staff and their team is an excellent club. But they were unforced, a lot of them, and that's something, Ken, that we've got to be better about. Just no doubt about it.
The numbers would say Hunter was a real factor for them coming off the bench. Took over for Salt the second half and leads
A few things. One, we really guarded the perimeter guys well for the most part. I mean, we held them to 23% for three-point range. But Hunter hurt us. Hunter was an X factor. They didn't play Salt as much, Jack Salt as much this game, as they've been playing. So Hunter came in, and you got to give credit to them. He's a nice player, and he's come in and he hurt us today. I thought we did a good job overall on Guy and Jerome and Hall, especially guarding the three. Those three guys combined were 1 for 11 from three. Them coming in here, we're about 47% from three-point range. So we really guarded the three well. You got to score the ball. You can't have 18 turnovers. It's just like when we played Wofford. We shot 57% from the field, but we had 18 turnovers, and you don't win the game. Or Wright State, we shoot over 50%, we have 18 turnovers. Notre Dame, the first time we played them, we shot a great percentage, but if you look at our turnovers and our missed free throws, like tonight, we're 9 for 14 from the free throw line. Ben misses those 2 free throws, and we can't turn the ball over, and we've got to make free throws. Those are the 2 things that have to be absolute as we're trying to get to where we want to get to. Those got to be staples of ours, and besides the part of getting old and staying old.
Virginia took advantage of those turnovers, 16-2,
yep.
And then you look at the disparity in the points in the paint. Whenever they got in the hole, they made their shots, and that was a big difference.
Yeah, they finished their paint shots, we didn't. That was a big difference, Ron.
You look at those turnovers and points in the paint. How much do you feel like they fed out? Because particularly with a little frustration there with them not certainly being intent on cutting off your drive to the basket.
Yeah, we were 5 for 11 from three-point range today, and so usually when you're 5 for 11, that's a great percentage. But like I said, the 18 turnovers it bites you in the butt, and so I thought there was a couple times there where we had a couple hope shots. We played, did play within the team structure of some things. And look, Jose Alvarado, I love him dearly. He's we're relying on him. He's a freshman point guard. There's a lot of things that he's gotten better, but there's just a lot of learning he's doing as well too, and he's just thrown in the fire. And I think in basketball, it's just like football with the quarterback. It's the most important position on the floor. I mean, it's all about point guard play, and so he's like versus Pittsburgh, he was pretty good with hitting some threes. Tonight he wasn't as effective. He gives you an honest effort every time he's on the floor, but it's just his continuation of developing, of learning the game, on reading the situations, on getting other players into different spots, understanding about draw-ups and the timeout.